There is an old paranormal ritual which doesn't require darkness or it doesn't require anything too complicated. What it requires is a red book and a question. So, this ritual is known as the Red Book Game. According to the folklore, you're gonna have to ask the question, and the answer will be answered by something that's not a demon or something that's not a spirit, but something answers that is beyond our world. Not a specific ghost, not a demon, but something that answers your question. And sometimes those answers become way too specific. So this ritual must be done with two or more people, so it is less scary. Everyone sits together in a silent room. So the light is going to be dim, and one person is going to hold the red book. The book must stay closed. No one is supposed to open it. Each person places their hand on the book, and one person, the person who is holding the book, is going to ask the question. The question should be something very clear. Once the question is done, the person who is holding the book opens a random page in the book. Without looking, the person is going to point their finger on a random line, and they need to read the sentence which they have placed their finger on. And that sentence is going to be the answer for all your question, for the question you have asked. At first, things might make no sense and it might feel meaningless, but it takes time. You're gonna have to keep playing until things pick up and until the thing starts to answer your question. It's almost like your book knows exactly what you need to know. One specific story appeared about this red book game in the forum. A group of friends tried to play this game at late at night. They found this red book on their shelf. At first, the answers were nonsense, didn't make any sense. First, they asked, will we see something paranormal tonight? And the line they pointed out was the wind outside blowing continued to howl throughout the night, through the empty street. They laughed, it didn't seem anything connected at all. And one person asked if is there someone watching us? And then they opened the book and placed their finger, and the sentence was he stood quietly in the doorway, unseen by the others. The room went silent a little, but they kept playing. Eventually, someone asked a question which was much darker. When will the game end? The person holding the book opened it again. The answer was slow but uncomfortable. It said, not until someone leaves. Just a few seconds later, they heard someone from the downstairs, but there was no one else. No one else had gone downstairs, and no one else was supposed to be home. Skeptics say that Red Book works because people have this memory of where things because of pattern memory. Human brains constantly connects to things that doesn't make sense. Random sentences to the question. But believers say that it is something real and something difficult to understand. Because once the players get answers correctly, they keep asking more and more questions. Some questions about the future, some question about their deaths or about their past. The book shouldn't hold that kind of information. The book answers the things which should never have known, which leads us to the most disturbing part of the rule. Never ask who is in the room with you, because if the answer describes someone that none of us can see, you may suddenly realize something very terrifying, that you were never alone playing this game. It wasn't just you and your friends playing this game.